What's up? It's Todd Guy of Vinyl Zombie with a special Wednesday video. It's 4:41 on Tuesday afternoon. Nobody's home. I gotta work a little earlier than usual. Decided to make a video. I don't know how the video is gonna be. It's not my usual shit. This video is, like this description says, five albums in my collection that I love that are not metal. So there's no metal here. There's no hard rock. There's no rock, really. I guess there's rock. It's not like rock, you know, like in your face rock. No AOR, anything like that. Some hip hop. There's one. I guess there's one hip hop. There's one kind of dance thing. I'm going to start with this one. 10,000 Maniacs. I love this album. Well, I guess love is a strong word. I really like this album a lot. This is probably the only album here that I can't say that I actually love and that I revisit it quite often. The rest, yes, I do revisit them quite often, either on vinyl or streaming. Two of them I've listened to probably, I don't know, 60 times or so, maybe almost 100. But 10,000 Maniacs, I love Natalie Merchant's voice. Hey Jack Kerouac on here. What's the Matter Here? The Painted Desert, City of Angels, Gun Shy, Cherry Tree. Just, I mean, metalheads, you're not gonna like this stuff, but her voice does something to me. I've said it a couple of times, and I've showed this record. It's just something about it. I don't know. Next is Eddie Brickell. Is it Edie? I think it's Edie. I think it's Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars. I just heard that fucking song, the video for What I Am, and I just love that song. I never heard the whole album when it came out. I streamed it as I got older when their streaming came in. It's like, oh, I kind of want to hear that song. I can't remember what the name of that is. I kind of sort of remembered that she said, I am what I am, or what I am, or something like that. I typed that in and it brought the song up and the whole album. And I listened to the whole album. I'm like, I really like this album. This is another one. Do I love it? I like it a lot. This one and the last one don't get revisited as much as the remaining three that I got. I'm leaving the two that I've listened to a lot for last. But anyway, Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians, Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars. I thought this would have been a lot more than what it was when I found it. It was cheap as hell. I think I paid less than $10 for it. I thought it was going to be more than that, but yeah, it did come out in sorry. It did come out in the 80s. I think it says 88. Yeah, 1988. So, I mean, they're still making records in 88. They probably made a lot of those. Next up is another one from the 80s, which a lot of people do like. INXS, Kick. INXS is one of those bands people love or hate. This is, it's actually quite an expensive album for original pressings. I'm not sure if this is an original or not, or a later pressing. But it's from 1987. A bunch of hits on here. New Sensation, Devil Inside, Need You Tonight, Mediate, Never Tear Us Apart. All hits. But this whole album, I can just sit here and listen to this album, and it kind of gets me moving. You know, it's not really a dance album, but something about this album that is just great. I do have other ones by them. You know, I have Listen Like Thieves and two others, I think. Shabu Shaba, whatever that one's called, with the dog on the cover. But that one, Okay, these last two, way out from what I normally would listen to. Especially this one. This one, I don't know what happened here. This is Dua Lipa. This is the fuck's this called? Future Nostalgia. It just sounds like a freaking 80s pop album, you know, like, but with better production, you know, and it's got 2000s like style to it. It hooked me in. I think Nas Nomad from Canada months ago when this album came out, somebody told him to listen to it because he likes like 80s pop, some stuff. They said it sounds like 80s pop. So he listened to it, and he showed it, and he said it was really good. And I said, you know, he does have some good recommendations. So I listened to this album after he said it was good, and I listened to the entire album, and I'm like, holy shit, this album is really fucking good. And I must have listened to this album probably a couple dozen times or so, you know. But she's got a great voice. If you don't like dance music or like pop music, it's definitely not going to be for you. But she became huge with this album. She was on Saturday Night Live, which means she made it big, I guess. Anyway, but the songs on here, the big hits were Don't Start Now and Levitate. No, not Levitate. Yeah, Levitating. Was it Levitating? I think. I don't know, but I like every song in here. Future Nostalgia, Don't Start Now, Cool, Physical, it's probably my favorite song, Physical, Levitating, Pretty Please, Hallucinate, which I also love that song, Love Again, Break My Heart, Good in Bed, and Boys Will Be Boys. Good in Bed has one fucking F-bomb. I said one fucking F-bomb. She says fuck once. That's the only time she says it throughout the entire album. And didn't get into a sticker, but you know, whatever. I love that album. I can say that. I love that album. For some odd reason, I love that album. And this one, he's put out a bunch of great albums. He's put out a bunch of so-so albums. This one, this is Eminem. This is Music to Be Murdered By. I can't count how many times I've listened to this album, or just certain songs. It says I listened to it twice on vinyl. I think I listened to it 3 times, but because I mark how many times I've listened to the albums. Something new I just started anyway. But this album also holds kind of a, I don't know, special place in my heart, maybe? Not in my heart. He dropped this in 2020, before the start of the pandemic. On my birthday in January 17th, this dropped. I'll never forget the day that this album came out. It was January 17th, 2020. Because I woke up. It's my day off. I think it was a Friday. I had the day off because it's my birthday. I always take my birthday off. I woke up, opened my phone to check news and my email and whatnot. And like the first thing that popped up, Eminem dropped surprise album. I was like, what? And I went to fucking YouTube Music, which is what I use to stream music. The whole album was there, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And nobody was here, and I just streamed it on my speaker I have. I was just blasting it, and it was one of the best albums that he has put out since fucking probably, Recovery. This one, Recovery, and the Marshall Mathers LP are his 3 greatest albums in my opinion. Not that anybody watching my videos cares about Eminem. I know that. But like this one, I must have been 50, 60 times I listened to this. That day of my birthday, I traveled for a couple hours, and I was streaming it the entire time, there and back. When I was in the shower, I was streaming it, fucking listening to it. I listened to the whole album like 3 times that day. And then I've streamed it so many times since then, the last 2 years. Just so many good songs on here. the first Premonition, unaccommodating. Godzilla, which was a huge fucking hit. Leaving Heaven, Stepdad, Never Love Again. Never Love Again is about his drug abuse. He makes it sound like he's talking about a female though, but if you listen, you figure out, okay, wait a minute. What he's saying is he's talking about freaking drugs, like pills. I mean, just the way he words it, you think, okay, it's about a woman, but then at the end, you hear him dumping the pills in the toilet. So he's talking about fucking prescription pills because that's what he was addicted to. It's pretty interesting the way he did it. No Regrets was great. I like this whole album. There's always certain songs that I like more than others. Like, was never really a big fan of Those Kind of Nights or In Too Deep. I kind of skipped that a lot. It was okay. Darkness is about gun control, you know. I'm not going to get into that. You know, whatever, I don't know a whole lot about that. Anyway, but yeah, Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By. And this pisses me off. They didn't release another one with this, but with bonus tracks, he calls it, I guess. And if I knew he was going to do that, I would have just waited to buy the vinyl and bought that one as well, because I like a bunch of songs on there too. So, you know, whatever. I just stream those instead, but I got this one. So there. I don't know how well this video is going to do. It doesn't really fucking matter. Watch it, don't watch it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. Whatever. I just felt like making a video. I know a lot of my metal friends, metalhead YouTube friends, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of you people always comment. I don't comment a lot, and I'm sorry about that. I never know what to say, so I don't really comment a lot. But I do watch your videos. I do watch a lot of your guys' videos. I give you thumbs ups all the time. Even if I don't watch the entire thing, I'll still give you a thumbs up. But anyway, I'm rambling now, so my dog's looking at me, and I just realized it's past her dinner time. That's probably why she's staring at me. Till next time, rock on.